The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
This is the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. The Mad Marv Trap Comedy at its finest. Where if you can't slang yourself, you might as well hang yourself. This is also where you can turn yourself into dope and you become the real man. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah.
First I get 'em, and then I let 'em. Then I remix, rewind, then I wet 'em. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Okay, welcome to another exciting episode of the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. And we're here with the ghetto Googler, Farouk, looking cool as a cucumber right here. Like one of the guys from Chips back in the day, one of the police. Those are your police glasses?
Not a cucumber, man. Cool Mo D. Man.
Cool Mo D, okay.
Yeah, this is my impression of Cool Mo D.
How you like me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're waiting on Packett. He's been a little bit late. He saw too many McDonald's along the way, and he just couldn't resist. He probably had a Big Mac attack, but he'll be here momentarily. We're going to get right into it and just see how was your week, Farouk? What did you do?
Well, I worked this end of the month. I was out there in Vegas this past week.
Oh, yeah. How was Vegas?
Hottest lizard pussy in the Mojave Desert.
Did you get any gambling in?
Nah, just a little bit. I put a little slot. I played $5 in the slot machine, and
Now, how much do you really
I cracked
win
it
off
for
of
90. I cracked it for $97.
97 what?
Dollars. I put in $5 and I hit, and the machine said in total I got $97 and some change.
Did you get all excited and shit?
Yeah, I was very excited.
Anytime we win anything, we get real excited around here. You know what I'm saying?
That's better than double up. You put in 5 and get 97 back, you get $92 and some change back.
Now, you went out there, your son was playing basketball, am I correct?
Yeah.
Xavier, was playing again, and he's doing pretty well. How far did they make it?
They lost the game right before the championship. They played pretty
close.
good, but that last game, they was kind of really flat, and the team just kept playing their game, man, and that's what was
now,
it.
Is this like what age group is this? Like the 15-year-olds and stuff like that?
16, 17-year-olds.
So when they play back-to-back games or over the course of 2 days?
Well, really, in one day you might play 2 or 3 games per day,
So they get kind of tired and worn out, would you say?
Yeah.
So would you say that these types of tournaments should at least give a day in between or something like that? No, just let them go ahead and play?
Yeah, it's a tournament.
Mm-hmm. Like in the NBA, you know what we have, like, what is it, 3-4 weeks of that shit?
Yeah, but this is a tournament, though. You know what I'm saying? And youth basketball, you got teams from everywhere. Sometimes they have teams from, like, Mexico, Canada, everywhere, from the Bay Area, New York. It be young teams from everywhere, so you never know what team you go be up against because it depends upon, what team is in that particular tournament.
Did you do any partying while you were out there in Vegas?
Just slightly,
Just some regular stuff?
Yeah, just tequila and that good bomb weed, I had to have my vape pen, though, because I wanted to be discreet around,
So is smoking weed legal in Vegas?
Yeah, it is, but a vape pen in the casino will get you fined $250, and I'm glad I seen that because I was just getting ready to, my lady was like, look
Wait a
at
minute.
the sign right there.
That's cool.
And I read it. So smoking weed inside of a casino is still illegal, so that vape pen is say $250 fine.
But it's too hot that he's smoking that shit outside, though.
I wasn't going to let them take my $97 earnings back from me in no form or fashion, man.
I heard that shit. Now, this was interesting because my week was quite extraordinary. I've been going to some after-hours joints.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been exploring the world of the Los Angeles afterground nightlife.
Yeah. Underground?
I'm going to say underground because I ain't never seen no shit like this before in my life. I went to one, my friend told me it was just a really regular, like after-hours joint. But when I got there, everybody was dressed up like the Gimp from Pulp Fiction, and they had chains and whips and stuff like that. I wasn't dressed for that. I was dressed like I was going to like Sizzler or something like that. So, of course, I had to change my attire and take my shirt off and going, just regular, with my nipples hanging out and everything like that. So other than that, it was pretty good experience just going in there. I mean, once I got in and saw it was some other people in there, that kind of liked the same stuff that I like, I felt real comfortable.
Made you feel comfortable.
I saw this one guy in there. He had a dog leash, had his girl walking around on all fours on the nasty ass floor. It was sexy for a while until she kind of put her hand in some spit, but that was his girl, wasn't mine. So it was kind of cool. And then they had all kind of apparatus with whips and
how the fuck
chains.
Was that kind of cool, Marv?
Because it wasn't my girl. That was for her nasty ass. Then they had the whips and the chains. They had about 45 different types of whips, Farouk.
45 different types.
45 different types. You ain't never used whips in your...
I don't know what possibly could turn any black nigga in America on about whips, man. This is the cracking sound of the damn whip. That don't sound good.
These wasn't the long whips. They was the short ones.
It don't matter.
For sexual pleasure.
What kind of pleasure do you get out of getting your?
Well, it's really a whole stimulation shit. You gotta really if you're not into S&M, by the way, that's what it is. It's S&M. If you're not really into it, then you really can't relate. You know what I'm saying? I think it stemmed from my childhood when my mama used to whip my ass, and so I think that's got to have something to do with it.
Okay.
Yeah, but look, so I'm gonna tell you, it was kind of cool. I don't really remember too much because I know I walked in and the person at the front had one of them leather masks with the zipper on it, and he passed out the rules. So it's some rules, you can't just go in there and just be touching on people. You can't.
Marv, you're not making this shit up, are you, man?
No, I went. I'm just, but from my memory, I don't remember too much because when I walked in, they got to let you know. They got to find out if you're really into this.
I go to Vegas and this nigga go to some sadistic
underground
party.
So what happened is, they'll hit you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really remember too much after a guy hit me in the back of the head with a phone book. And I don't really remember what happened after that. I know when I woke up, it was the back of my leg was real moist. But the whole front of my chest was dry. You dig what I'm saying? So I don't know really what happened. You feel what I'm saying, Farouk?
No, I don't feel what you said. That don't sound right.
I don't know.
Marv.
What?
Get control of your berries.
I'm just saying.
That don't sound right.
I don't really remember anything after I got hit in the head with the phone book. But I know it was a fun experience.
How do you know that if you
somebody told me. He said, you had a ball. They did. So I'm going to trust them. They said I had fun. I think I had fun. You want to go?
No. I'll pass, my brother.
You don't want to go?
Nah.
I mean,
that's not for me, man.
Once you get past getting hit in the back of the head with the phone book.
Past 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, I'm asleep any goddamn way.
Look, once you get past
getting all the night crawlers and nocturnal beings, hang out with Marv.
I'm just going to be honest with you. Once you get past getting hit in the head with the phone book, it's pretty much a cakewalk after that.
Ain't nobody go hit me in the back of the head with no motherfucking phone book.
I mean, you can't get in the club otherwise.
Yeah, that's not for me.
And most people think clubs like that cost like $200-$300. That shit was $35. What a bargain!
A bargain?
It's a bargain.
I'm not gonna pay $35 for no shit like that. And you blank out and somebody tell you had a good time.
They told me I had a good time. Now, why would they lie, Farouk?
Hey, man.
You hear what I'm saying? Why would they even lie? But I know next time I go, I'm gonna be dressed appropriately. I didn't have the right attire on this time, so I just had to take my shirt off because I was new. So next time I'm gonna have some cold-blooded leather shit. It's gonna be cold-blooded. You know what I'm saying? Like with the collars and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look like some hardcore gangster sadism shit.
You go walk in there looking like a black Billy Idol.
Yes, I'm gonna wear some Adidas too. So it's gonna be like a cross between Run DMC
and Billy Idol.
And Billy Idol or Pulp Fiction. You ought to come, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Nah, man, that's not for me, my brother.
I mean, because the world is going crazy.
I'm gonna pray for you, though. I'm gonna fucking pray for you.
The world is going crazy right now, so you might as well go crazy with it.
Nah.
You can't go anywhere. And speaking of that, the garlic festival was going on in California, Gilroy, California, this weekend. It was
nice
Sunday.
festival, sad and tragic
Now,
event.
I've actually been to the garlic festival a couple of times myself.
Yeah.
You know, people say, why a garlic festival? It don't sound fun. But if you're into food and you like to eat and everything, they do some amazing things with garlic.
What food could you possibly think of tastes good if you take garlic out of it?
Right.
Like spaghetti or garlic bread. You know, you go
Shrimp scampi.
you know, we eat butter bread, but what I'm saying is garlic bread tastes a whole lot better
With
than
the
just
fucking
plain
garlic
butter
on it.
bread.
And they got garlic jelly.
Yeah, they
You know
got
what I'm saying?
and the relish. They got
I went
garlic
there.
relish.
I had garlic beer before,
Yeah, they got garlic
Yeah.
ice cream. I tasted that. That's
and it
pretty
really
good.
it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So and it's a real nice family orientated atmosphere. You know, it's fun for the whole family.
It's educational too, because that's the first place that I learned that there was different varieties of garlic.
Now,
Like they had the elephant garlic, and the elephant garlic is a real big giant.
Yeah,
like
big.
one clove of garlic is real big,
Right.
and it's a little bit sweeter. They were saying how garlic had like
the antioxidant properties and stuff like that.
yeah,
But, you
and
know,
the
it's
different
good.
textures and different flavors. You know, some garlic has like a little nuttier undertone, and
Right.
you know the elephant garlic is pretty much like real, like kind of like sweet.
Now it's
you know.
more like a fruit. But let's get back to what's going on. This guy, I don't even know if you want to call him a human being. His name was Santino Ligon.
Yeah.
And he was only 19 years old. Now, this was the interesting thing about it that really scared the shit out of me. That didn't make any
He's
sense.
a reprobate.
Yeah, they asked him why he did it, and he said because he was really, really angry.
Reprobate.
Now, that's bullshit, and you know, some of these people, I don't know what's going on in the world right now, but that's just, and a 6-year-old boy lost his life because of this insane bastard, because he was really goddamn angry.
We have to put a stop to reprobated thinking. You know, a lot of people, they feel as though their world is closing in on them,
You know-
which in certain cases it is, but just because, you know, you got to get used to other people being in position of power.
Right.
Other than your own in particular, you know, speaking in regards to, you know, a certain mindset that you find in a lot of, you know, white males. You know, it's the same stigma, you know, crossing the line, just getting off the topic, but the mentality that most young black men have as far as like the gang and street mentality, you know, are isolated thoughts due to the conditions. So, you know, irrevertly going back to, you know, this young Caucasian guy or white American, whatever he wants to be
Now this
called.
guy was 19 years old.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
And-
you know, it's like an isolated thinking to where, you know, you get people that might not be good at sports and can't mac to a girl, so you get these little parties and groups of these weird ass kids that want to get together and start killing small animals and
Now I was gonna go to
Yeah.
the Crawfish Festival this weekend. That was in Long Beach.
Yeah.
Now the thing about it is, it's all these festivals coming up. You have these concerts, like, because you know it was a gunman in Vegas that shot some
Yeah.
people at a country western concert of all things.
Yeah.
Now you got the country western, you got a garlic festival. These lunatics could pop up anywhere. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
And I like, you know, like I said, the Gilroy Festival, it's traditional in California around this time of year, but people come from all over planet Earth basically to go there.
But pretty soon, people are not even going to go out their houses. I mean,
No.
Postmates, Uber, all this type of stuff, the stock is going to go up. And I'm going to tell you, like, right now.
And you're going to have to meet them at a gun,
You gonna
door
have
with a
to.
gun, because you don't know if they trying to do a damn home invasion.
What if the damn Lyft driver is really, really angry? You dig what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So you got to watch everybody, and it might want to stay your ass in the house.
Yeah.
Now, I actually felt safer at the underground S&M party than I would go to one of these festivals.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you
I'm
would
gonna
feel
convince you
safer
to go
if they
with me.
got to strip you at the door, accost you at the door,
I'm
and hit
gonna-
you in the back of the head with a phone book.
Not a big
and
phone
you
book.
waking up,
Right.
your backside moist, but your
Not-
chest is dry.
Oh, yeah, all the chest was dry. But you're going to go with me.
No.
You're gonna find. Look, it was these two Asian women in there, nice little S&M outfit and everything. They were little bitty tiny. You liked them, so I was told. You don't think they was in there?
I believe that, man, but you're not going to convince me to go to these type of events, man.
You gonna go with me now? Now Packard just walked in, and we got.
Yeah, tell Packard he might go.
I'm sure Packard will go with me. We're gonna go right to commercial, and when we come back, we're gonna be talking about fetishes. So if you guys have any calls you want to call in and tell us about some of your fetishes, because I just opened up with the world. I let everybody know that I'm into beating people's asses and getting hung up in
and getting his ass whooped too.
Inadvertently. You dig what I'm saying? So if you guys have any kinky fetishes that you might have, give us a call, because we're going to be talking about kinky fetishes on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. We'll be right back.
This nigga's hardcore.
Well, that's what we're going to try to do. We're back on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. We're talking about the secret fetishes that we might have, and we're going to just open up. We're going to be some bold men, and we're going to try to get some of these people to call in and let us know about the kinky fetishes you have. Now, the thing, I had to be bold. I had to be a pioneer and bring this situation up, Packard. I had to let the world know it's not all about just the wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? You gotta explore and push the limits, Packard. Now, how was your weekend? Did you do any freaky shit this weekend?
Oh, me and my girl always doing something freaky.
Like what?
Oh man, you gotta give me a minute to open up to that. Right now,
that's what she said, Packard. I mean, right now, tell us.
Why am I late?
Yeah, why you late?
Well, I stopped at 7-Eleven.
We thought it was goddamn McDonald's. Weren't we close?
I wish it was McDonald's. And I ran into some dude named Rufus.
Okay.
And apparently
at 7-Eleven.
At 7-Eleven. Apparently, this dude Rufus he asked me, do I know a guy named Marv? I'm like, yeah, I know Marv. He was like, Marv owes me a great deal of money.
He lying.
I'm like, why are you telling me about Marv owing you a great deal of money? He was like, well, he did some partying this week, and he ran his tab up, and he ran off. He said that you guys are in some type of house or some type of building where it's two sides to it, and it's nothing but people in there having fun. He said there's
what kind of fun?
Butt naked fun.
No,
he said
this was a party you was at, huh? Now
on one side,
I have no recollection.
On one side, it was the heterosexual side, and one side it was the homosexual side. But it was one big party.
No, that wasn't me.
And he said that y'all were partying. You was running your tab up, and everybody was kicking it.
What was on my tab?
Huh?
What was on my tab? What did I supposedly run up?
Well, he didn't tell me. I told him not to tell me. I said, my name not Marv. I don't need to know about that. He said the last time we saw you, some big, dark-skinned gay dude hit you across the back of the head and walked you off into another room. And hey.
He told me he had fun and enjoyed himself.
I was told that I had fun.
Oh.
I don't really. So you saying the dude
Rufus? Yes,
Rufus told you what happened after they hit me with the phone book?
Yeah, he said you left from the side where the party was at and went to the It's Raining Men side.
Of my own free will?
Well, he said you got hit across the back of the head.
So how did I run a tab up?
Well, you had ran the tab up before you left. He said you thought you was pulling
I don't remember now.
you was pulling a slide one because
All I
you were
know-
looking at him and it wasn't like he hit you across the back of the head hard.
All I know, Packet, when I walked in there, the dude with the leather mask with the eye holes and the zipper, he didn't say shit. He just handed me the rule book. It's like a little pamphlet with the rules.
What day was this?
It was either Saturday or Friday or Thursday or Wednesday.
Okay, now the next day, did you need
Or-
preparation
or
H
Tuesday.
or anything? Some suppositories?
I didn't need anything
Did you feel
like
kind
that.
of numb? or
I didn't
something?
feel numb at all. Once I got all the moisture off the back side of my leg,
You had moisture on the backside of your leg.
it could have been some juice from the bar or something. I don't know. I'm just saying.
You got squirted on water.
I don't know what it was,
Look, oh man,
but it was all behind me.
you
This
got
shit
squirted
don't
on.
sound
Yeah,
good.
it sound
all I'm
kind of
saying-
fishy.
All I'm saying
But you had a
is
great time.
I was told that I had a great time. I don't really remember anything after the phone book incident.
It sounded like something like she would say. He told me I had a great time.
Well, I mean, they said I had a great time, but
You left with a smile on your face then.
I left in a lift. Somebody lifted me, like an Uber.
Like he got a whole bunch of lifting.
When I got home, everything was moist from the back, but
everything
I'm
was
just saying,
moist from the back.
the front was really dry, so apparently it wasn't really nothing too serious going on.
Did you do any type of drinks or drugs at this
I
party?
didn't do any. I'm telling you, before I got in the damn club, I got hit in the head with the phone book. But anyway, back to you.
Okay.
So
The
what kind
jury's
of?
still out on that one. people.
Yeah.
All I'm saying.
All we know is our boy Marv went to some place
got to
and
push
he
the
was
limits.
moist on his backside when he left. That's what we know.
Just the back of my legs.
That's the backside. So something drizzled down your legs. I
No,
get it.
It was no drizzle. See, you put too much on it. It was
Hey,
just look,
I'm only going off what you said.
like the back of my calves.
All right, this is your words. You use these choice words of being moist.
Okay, it was like
You weren't wet. You were moist.
damp.
Okay, well, damp sounds a little.
I'm just saying.
No, but after you've already
That
put the
don't sound good,
you've already
man.
put the moist in our head.
Anti-dry because the front was dry. All I'm saying. So it was drier than the backs of my calves. Anyway.
Did you
so,
have your boxers on still?
Yes, I still had my pants
Oh,
on.
your tighty whities?
No, I had my boxers and my pants were still on.
Are you for the loons?
No. I don't know how the back of my pants got cut open, but I still had them on.
See, now they cut open. See,
No, I still had the belt.
but the
Everything
back
was
of your pants were cut open.
ripped, maybe, but they just weren't the way they were when I walked in.
Okay, I think we need to get away from that one.
But-
and go back to the fetishes because
So that's what we're getting to. So what
Yeah.
kind of kinky shit are you get into?
man, eating.
I mean, we ain't got all goddamn day, so we don't need to know all of
I
them.
don't know, I'm simple. Just
Do you get tied up, Packet?
nah.
Do you do any tying up?
I do some strong arming.
We're not talking about rape. We're talking about fetishes.
God damn, man.
This
Do
is
y'all hear the shit y'all talking about, man? Do
we're
you
pushing
really
the
listen to
limits.
each other?
We're pushing the limits, Farouk. I'll tell you this. When I
What? He got
Packet,
the
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna let
the
you
Ray Bans on.
No, Kumo D.
look here, Packet. I'm gonna be honest with you, so maybe I can make you a little bit more comfortable. When I first got into S&M, okay,
Straight
That's-
men?
No, sadomasochism. Okay, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
SM.
S&M. Okay,
Okay.
you know,
Now,
torture.
S&M, you got to break down the whole terminology and what it really
Well,
means.
it started with a French gentleman from France called the Marquis du Sade. You know what I'm saying? He was
you don't need to talk to him no more.
he's dead. It's a long time ago.
Well,
So
anything that leaves you moist in the back, you need
the-
to leave it alone.
this is what I'm telling you.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
trying to educate you.
Okay.
Now it started with his practices. He had a lot of devices and stuff where you can tie people up and stretch them and shit like that. So it evolved into S&M. So when I got into it, I was just fucking around. You know how you have your phone chargers and shit, and most people throw them away.
How do you go from phone chargers to people getting stretched?
I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Most people throw the phone chargers away. But, I'm not going to just throw that shit away. So I just started practicing tying up little knots and stuff. And sometimes I have little women come over to the house or something like that. And I
Little
say,
women.
little enough to fit their arms together. So I say, hold on, and then I just tie them up with the phone chargers. But then I would do double column knots, things like that. And believe it or not, it's hard for a woman to get out a goddamn Android charger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
According to Marv.
yeah, and so I needed more of the apparatus for the S&M because once you get into it, it's a lot of stuff. You got whips, you got nipple clamps, you got all kind of stuff like that. But because I was just starting out,
you even got a name too. You got a fictitious name.
yeah, I do. But I'm just getting into the apparatus instead of. I'll get to that, but instead of nipple clamps, you can start off. Anybody at home, if you want to get into sadomasochism, if you got some old phone chargers and shit, use them. Start.
Say that again. State of who?
Sadomasochism. If you got
Now explain the definition and what that means.
tying motherfuckers up, beating their asses, or get your ass beat, or something like that. But if you don't have to spend that much money to get into this. You don't have to spend $80, $90 on some nipple clamps. You can start off with some clothespins. They're very cheap and get them from the Dollar Tree. You can get the clothespins. I like to paint them black so it don't look really cheap. Like, hey, them is clothespins. If I spray paint them black, then it's like they just nipple clamps. You dig what I'm saying? And then
You like getting your ass beat?
No, not. But they can hang 5-pound weights from my nipples. But what I'm trying to say is this, okay? You have to understand what I'm saying.
You lost me.
Well, you got girl nipples. You know what I'm saying? So
Straight up masking them.
You don't know.
What the hell did the shit mean, though, man?
It means
Sado.
it's sadism. It's named after the Marquis de Sade.
Sadism, so.
Not Satanism.
Nah,
sadism.
Sound like it.
See, have you figured out and have you opened up enough to share with us the kinky fetish shit that you have, Packet?
I don't do no shit like that. I told you the most. The
I
most
think
you
you're
give me
holding
was
back.
eating some pussy. That's about it.
Okay, Farouk, go and let him have it. Because I know you got something, you slapped the shit out of somebody or something. What?
But he wants you to back him
Go
up.
and tell us. Let's.
You get your
We
back.
gonna open up.
No, well, I had an experience a while back. This was probably like in 1980,
Oh, he went way back.
or 7. Yeah, this is how I knew,
You
certain
can't hold
shit
him to
ain't
it
for
because he
me.
was young then, so that's why he went way back.
Listen
No,
to the guy.
You do this shit now, Marv.
No,
This real shit.
I
He
was
grew
doing
up.
a lot of shit. I had kids back then, but no. The thing was this, she was a young lady from Seattle, Washington.
So she was depressed, right?
Yeah, no, I thought she was unique because she had a real close haircut back then. So she was a trendsetter to me because out here at that time, a lot of sisters wasn't wearing their hair like real close,
So she was pushing the envelope herself.
Yeah, and her hair was kind of like dyed blonde. She was like a caramel complexion and everything. She was real nice. So, long story short, I ended up at her house one day.
Right.
Like I used to end up at a lot of them house back in the day. We smoked some good weed, sipped on some wine. One thing led to another. So, we got down, without, going into details.
Right.
But probably like the second or third time I was there, she got to telling me, to like choke her. So
Right. See, now
I put
that's
my
a
hand on
fetish.
her neck. I'm like, oh, you bullshit. She like, no, choke me, motherfucker, choke me.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, bitch, what you? Oh, you think I won't? So I got the choking her and shit,
Uh-huh.
right?
It felt good.
No. To her, she said she liked that. She used to want me to
You didn't get nothing out of choking her
sock
ass.
her. No, not at all. Socking her in the ribs and shit, right?
Damn.
Once again,
And
we're talking about
She wanted
fetishes
me
and
to,
not rape.
the popular shoe back then was Timberland. She wanted me to take my Timberland off and pop her ass on the head and hit her on her ass or something like that. And, really like, I thought it was kind of odd, but I'm like, well, hey, fuck it, man. She like a little rough. I mean, I never had rough sex before, but that was my first experience with some shit like that. But what happened is I started thinking that I was liking fucking her up so much. I said, you know what? This ain't for me because I might choke this bitch to death one day. 'Cause that was by the time I was really sick of her ass anyway to where, okay, bitch, come on. And I just, choked the shit out of her and it'd be justified because we was into that, right?
Now look here, Farouk. Just stop right there for a minute. Had you not restrained yourself and just let yourself go, do you think you could have took it to different levels of torture?
That bitch would have been dead and I'd have been in jail. So I knew that shit was not for me.
But see,
people, if you fuck with people that likes violence in sex, Leave them the fuck alone, man.
I had a situation like that happened to me, but it's not. You asked
Somebody,
something
a girl choked you out?
No, I had a girl that I was with, and it was back in the day when I was in school, and she liked to be choked. And
Okay.
when I would choke her, I wasn't choking her hard enough. And then she was like, well, fuck it, pull my hair. So then I pulled her hair. She was like, no. And that's back when I had braids. So the way she got me to get into it, she grabbed me by my braids and pulled my braids back. Then I choked her and I pulled her hair.
Right.
And she was into it.
Now, how did it
But that's
make
not-
you feel?
Like a bad person. Like
So
I'm
you
about
guys,
to hurt this person.
you
This
guys
shit is
trying to
wrong.
say, you guys trying to point it out like it's something wrong with me for liking this shit?
Yeah,
you
it
need
is something
some
wrong with you.
motherfucking help, man.
Because check this out. I'm going to do a checklist. Farouk, now, you went through this whole thing with this girl, right? Hey, did you get moist in the back of your pants?
No.
Did
That's
you
not-
did you not remember everything
Wait
that
a
happened?
minute.
I remember everything.
Okay.
You're comparing apples to oranges right now.
Well,
We might
we're
be.
trying to tell you that you have a problem.
Yeah.
Look, I wasn't the only one in the goddamn club.
I know.
If I was the only one with a problem, it would have been empty, right?
Well,
It was a lot of motherfuckers up in here.
Hey, man.
People that made me feel comfortable because, they wasn't afraid to get in touch and push their boundaries. Like this. No, look. This
Did
one
you hear
girl.
this shit, man?
I'm telling you, this one girl was in there. She had this cold outfit on. It had to be at least about $1,000 worth of shit on.
are you sure she was a girl?
Yeah, I'm sure. I checked the pink slip. So she had these long ass boots, had the fishnets on, had her shit pulled back, nice little lipstick on there, and she had a long ass paddle, spanker paddle, right? You know what I'm saying? So then they had this apparatus in there.
They call it a spanker paddle?
It's a spanking paddle. It's a long
You call it a spanker paddle.
spanking paddle.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, you can make one at the house with a wooden spoon.
Did you like to get hit with
It'll
the
do the
spanking
same thing
paddle?
as a long handled wooden spoon
Did you like to get hit with it?
on the nipples. But what I'm saying is this: it's a thing they have. It's like a
Everything is
Holly.
generated around your nipple.
Well, that's my thing. I don't know what your shit might be, but that's my thing. I like that shit. Okay, and I ain't afraid to say it. I like to twist the motherfucker, pull them.
I'm glad
bite
you
the shit
feel.
out the
I'm glad
motherfucker.
you feel
I love that
liberated,
shit.
more.
I fucking love it.
I'm glad you feel liberated.
Now look here, but I'm telling you about this one. So the girl is got this apparatus. And the other girl is on it. She's like sitting on it like a Ducati, like you on a motorcycle, right? Now, she started whooping on the ass with it and everything. But then I'm just gonna be honest with you. It didn't look like she really knew what she was doing. Looked like she probably was taking somebody's place on the ass whooping station. She was just hitting her like that. So I asked her, I said, do you mind if I try? So she said, go right ahead. Now, I told you they had about 30 different kind of whips up there. Did I tell you that?
No.
Oh, my God. They had
Whips?
some mahogany handles.
Listen to
they had
this
some
shit.
Metal handles, all kind of
You
different
sound
handles.
excited when you talk about
Oh,
it.
you should have seen them. These whips is like at least $200-300 a piece. These ain't no cheap ass. This ain't no
Because
shit you
the
get
price
down
of
at the
the
pleasure
whip,
chest.
It makes you more excited.
It's the detail of the handles and stuff. Some of them, they won't fall out your hand. Some of them got the little wrist thing that you hold.
What do you do with the handle?
You beat their ass with it. You hold it. You hold the handle, right? So look. So I was hitting them like, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? Bam. You know what I'm saying? Bam. Right?
You like
And I
you
gotta-
swashbuckling or something.
No, I gotta move. Well, look, I could take a piece of skin off that ass, right? Pow, right? You know what I'm saying? It'd be a nice little a patch that come right off that ass.
Marv really lost his goddamn mind
Oh my
today,
God.
man.
I was like, bam, right? You know what I'm saying? I was like, boom. You know what I'm
Does
saying?
any of this come with oil or?
Hell no, just straight. You tear that ass up. It'd be red. It'd be red, motherfucker. The girl, she's sitting there.
And because her ass is red, that turns you on.
Huh?
That turns you on.
What turns me on when you pull that meat off that ass. Bow, right? You gotta snatch that whip back. It's because it's all in the wrist.
Man. He's a sick
Yeah, I don't
cat.
think I'm going to.
No,
the
listen what I'm
party
saying.
with you.
You have to be very skilled. You gotta snatch that motherfucker back like, right?
You have to be very skilled to take
And
the
look,
meat
look,
off
look.
their ass.
And that it's just a little bit of meat to come off that ass. That's when you know you really know what the fuck you're doing. So they let me do this shit. I dropped the mic on the ass.
Marv, you a sick dude, man. You really need some help, Marv.
See, you two fellas haven't
If
tried
there's
this
any
shit.
psychiatrist or anybody that can offer him any type
You guys-
of psychological evaluation,
You guys
help,
have not
please feel free to call in at 323-293-3375. Please call soon.
Yeah, we're going to turn this into the
show.
intervention show.
Let's
and
look
not
at-
not the fetish show.
Now,
This got to be
fellas,
the intervention.
all fun and games, all bullshit aside, let's get into the psychology of this here. Now,
The psychology is you need to
No,
not
it's
run
called
up a tab
psycho.
with the drug man at
No,
the party.
Psychology.
Look here. A lot of black people, they whoop their kids' ass and shit like that.
You want to go from grown-ups to kids?
Did you get ass whoops as a child?
Hell yeah, I got grass whooping.
Okay. You see what
And
I'm
it was
saying?
nothing pleasurable out of that.
Exactly.
That's
So you
because-
got to be sick as fuck to like getting your ass whooped, and not just like it, but bust a nut and come because you getting your ass
So
whooped.
when you used to get your ass whooped back when you was getting your ass whooped, you'd be like, oh, yeah.
No.
Hit me again.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Is that all you got?
No.
Wait, don't stop. My
No.
my bottom part's not moist yet.
See, this is the thing. See, it's people out there. There's people out there that know what I'm talking about. And they know how exciting and fun S&M is. And I'm trying to just tell you guys, it's a lot of. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not really a lot of us, because there was no black people in the club at all.
He went to Hollywood High. This is why he acts like
North Hollywood High School. But what I'm saying,
this is why he acts like this.
no. But look, there was no.
I can't say that. I went to Sodacord Elementary.
There was no
school
black
out there.
people in this club.
Elementary, but he hang out with Biff and Bobby and
No, pack it.
and Rod.
Pack it. The only black people at this club was the security. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to
Breach the gap.
bridge the gap because more of us, don't be in the closet masochists. You see what I'm saying? You just let that shit out.
Say it again.
Let it out. Don't be in the closet masochist.
So he feels like a butterfly. He's just spreading his wings.
Spread
He
your wings.
Came out of the cocoon.
Yeah, I mean, because some people do these things behind closed doors, and then they go outside and they feel like all depressed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Their life ain't going right and all that. You got to blow off a little steam sometime. If you can go to a club, say you mad. I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, say you going through some shit. You mad, right? You go to this club. They got 30 motherfucking whips to choose from. You hear me? And you got a willing chick right there. She's waiting for you to beat that ass. And you don't get to go to jail. So you get to whoop that ass without going to jail? What a fucking bargain for $35.
Go smoke a cigarette, a joint, and a shot of liquor.
Get back in line. Get back in line.
I remember when I was choking the girl and
Then put your shirt back on and wipe the back of your calves off, and pull your pants up and everything, and walk out the door with your shooting tie
come on.
you got to go there with
Like-
handy dandy wipes.
Or a long towel is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm trying to say, fellas. You have to explore and push the boundaries of your sexuality packet.
Do you have blood in your drawers when you leave from these places?
Oh God!
Now you're getting a
damn,
little too
Pac.
graphic now. There was no blood nowhere. Okay?
I'm just asking, Marv.
damn.
This wasn't like a swingers party or nothing. It was just an after hours joint where the people go and people can watch this stuff too. You can watch or you can participate, but you don't have to be up in there. It ain't no fuck place or nothing like that. You dig what I'm saying?
But you were just explaining whipping somebody's ass with a whip and
Yeah.
watching the meat come off their ass.
A small portion. It's not a lot of meat. I'm not trying to, it ain't like the bitch walking around with a whole side of her cheek off. I'm talking about little pieces of meat.
Okay, Marv.
Why are you looking at me that way?
You made me just look at you in a whole different light today.
Well, anyway, so do you understand what I'm saying? Though you have to
Me too.
open yourself up, guys.
No, I'm not gonna open
good,
myself
Marv.
up to none of
You
that.
you guys are coming with me next weekend.
You be our extension of opening ourselves up, and you go and
Yeah.
open yourself
Watch this.
up.
And
When
we'll
you-
talk to you
When
about
you fellas come with me next weekend, and then we have this show the next week, and then you guys gonna talk about how much pleasure you guys got out of beating them bitches' ass and without going to jail. You gonna come back and differently. And I know something just perfect for you. They got a big ass mask for your head with a zipper on that motherfucker with no eyes.
Yeah, don't sound like my type.
I'm telling you, package, you'll fucking love it.
So, are we getting a bet this season? about who's going to be better at guessing games in sports?
Well, you know, as everybody knows.
I want you to be honest this time
I am
because
being honest. Everybody
you
knows.
did good one week, you talk shit one week, and then you were done.
Everybody knows you don't know anything about sports, and don't try to switch the subject because we're trying to open your mind so you can explore the goddamn boundaries of your
trying
sexuality.
to change the topic because you're getting real.
We need to help you out. No, I don't want stuff running down your ass and stuff, Marv.
I didn't say anything was running down. It could have been sweat. It could have been.
You don't know what it, Marv.
It could have been sweat.
Look. It's funny that you said that I don't know anything about sports.
When I got hit with the phone book.
But I beat you last season.
When I got hit with the phone book, I could have failed on somebody spilled a drink or something. Anything could have happened other than what the fuck you thinking about your dirty mind.
I'm not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about dude Rufus
and his dirty mind.
Got at me
because the shit you
about
said,
some money you owe somebody that you went to a party.
Now you know good and goddamn well you was making that shit up. You ain't mean nobody.
I'm making what up?
It's 2019. Ain't nobody named Rufus.
Ain't nobody named Rufus.
Where would you come up?
A nigga go to parties like that would be named fucking Rufus.
Hey, that might be his drug selling name.
Toothless Rufus.
Come on now.
Let's do it like this. Do you partake in any type of drugs?
No, I do not. If you want to call Robitussin.
You take any type of medication?
Cortisone.
Okay. Since if we're not going to be truthful, there's no need for us to talk.
What is this, an intervention or something?
We said we was trying to help you out.
I smoke a little weefer.
Okay,
I got a little vape pen. But who doesn't? Who doesn't have a vape pen? I mean, come on.
It's legal, but it's illegal not to pay the person who gives you the stuff that goes inside the pen.
What are you talking about?
Marv, by your own admission, you said you don't remember everything, right?
It's a little foggy.
By your own admission, you say you don't remember anything, right?
I was told that I had a great time.
All right.
And that's all I'm saying. Now, Packet, I mean, I know you're not into these type of things. I know it's a little what you call it, maybe futuristic for you because, you know, you have an archaic sense of sexuality. Like, what did he say earlier? He said as far as he goes, probably a little fellatio. He'll eat a little vagina here and there. And that's pretty much, and you were scared when you choked the girl out, even though she asked you to choke her ass out. You were scared to do that. So,
I like tickling women. I don't like beating their ass. I might get like a long white ostrich feather and tickle their asshole or something.
Yeah, see that?
You know.
So you're a tickler.
Yeah. Rub my Johnson on the bottom of their feet, you know, shit like that.
Tickler.
You know?
Marv.
Yeah.
Tickler.
Now, what kind of feathers you talking about?
Tickler.
But that has nothing to do with him being wet from the back.
No, that's his fetish. See how I brought him out?
We're just trying to let you know.
No, you're not bringing me out. I'm just trying to let you know, to contrary to
that's
you.
That's cool. They got shit for
peeling flesh off a bitch's ass. I don't, you know, that's not me.
Bang, bang.
But look,
I'm
just saying what you're into. Now we got it out in the open. And I've almost accomplished my goal.
I used to like playing dentist as a kid, you know.
What the fuck?
With girls. I used to like playing dentist with girls.
Pulling their teeth out the head?
No, I didn't like playing doctor. I used to like playing dentist.
What do you mean? How do you play that?
He don't get it. What do dentists do?
Pull teeth.
What else do they do?
Laughing gas?
No,
gas,
they do
gas
what?
Come on, Marv.
They check your mouth, your teeth out, right?
Oh.
Your mouth. Okay. They put instruments in your mouth, right?
Okay, I get it.
So, yeah, I didn't like to play doctor.
No, he don't get nothing like that.
Yeah, I used to like to play dentist.
If his booty hole not leaking, he don't understand.
There you go.
Yeah. And I love women ankles. You know, I don't have to look at their face. I just love something about a sexy ankle.
See? Now, see how he's opening up and letting you know he pushed the boundaries because some women have sexy ankles and some women don't. You ever seen
I like lips. I like women's lips.
But have you ever seen the women
when they have the big pouty lips
whose ankles don't go in? It's like a tree stump. It goes straight down like Fred Flintstone's ankles. Some people like that. Some people do not. So now that
I don't like flat-footed women too. You got to have an arch.
You got to have an arch in that foot.
You got to have an arch in your foot. That turns me on.
Why do you don't like the flat-footed? Little too much Flintstone-like?
He don't like Wilma.
I can't do my little tap dance with my little Woody on the bottom of that foot.
Right. See, now
if
you go.
If it's flat, it ain't gonna sound off right. See, look. See this. Look. See that? But watch this.
Now,
see that extra?
Now you see what we've done? Now I've opened up with my shit. He let you know about the feathers.
I'm a tickler.
The tickler. Now what the fuck are you, Packet?
I said lips.
We know what
He's
it is.
a licker.
Like the lips.
We
He's a licker.
getting closer. Your
likes the lick.
fetish got something to do with food.
Look, this nigga poured strawberry jam. He turned it into a sun. He turned her booty hole into a sundae.
Something with some
cherry
food.
on the top, and he lick it. All of the chocolate and
Look at his
caramel
face.
and strawberries
That shit
with
sound
the whipped
delicious,
cream.
But guess what?
About 3 cherries on the top.
Everything that we talking about sound way better than what you talking about.
We're trying to get you to share with us.
You trying to get us off of you being moist. I get
Only on the calf.
I get
But
it.
what I'm saying is with
You
you.
said it was dripping down your leg.
I didn't say it was dripping down.
Oh.
You just thought about that goddamn Sunday and wanted to say the word dripping. You see what I'm saying? So let it go, Packet. Let it go and just tell us. Share with the world. You might be able to help somebody out there that has a secret fetish. They say, well, you know, I don't want to open up about it. You know what I'm saying? But if they see Big Packet on here, be a man. Tell us.
I said lips.
Lips? What about lips?
Lips are sexy.
Everything they got to do with
the way they
food
bite
and
the
eating.
bottom of their lip,
Yeah.
or the way they put their finger by their lip, and then they got the puffy lip or the puffy top lip.
So you're a lip man.
Yeah, some lips.
Breasts too. I like titties too, man. You know, titties just all right with me.
But lips
man.
are sexy. The way they hold
So
their
do you
mouth.
prefer the lips more than the breasts?
I like the lips.
Yeah, see how you opening up with that?
I like the lips.
If you feel better, don't you? Don't you feel a little bit better? Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll be right back.
I feel better.
After this
I feel
break.
better.
Yeah, see that?
See?
Me too, Marv.
I
I'm gonna
feel
take
better.
That's all I'm saying.
You
See,
feel
right
sick
here,
and you need help,
right
though.
here on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge, we're pushing the boundaries of sexuality and openness. So let everyone out there know it's okay to like what you like. And we'll be back.
Can we
after
get
this
some wipes?
message.
I think Marv is drizzling them.
Okay, and we're back at the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. We have just pushed the boundaries of sexuality among men, and hopefully we help somebody out there open themselves up and really feel good with their inner freak or inner fetish or whatever. Now, so far we've covered these fetishes. We've also covered the crazy gunman and Gilroy. Now, this would really...
The gunman?
Yeah, you were gone already. And there was at the top of the show we were talking about
At the Garlic
at
Festival.
the Garlic Festival there was some crazy young man about 19 years old shot some people, and he killed a 6-year-old boy. And so the thing is we're getting into a crazy situation. We're getting into a crazy time, and something's got to be done about this gun control. We got to have more strict laws. I mean, because he had a semi-automatic rifle.
All states with the strictest of laws have way worse problems as far as people are concerned. Like I said before on several shows back, that instead of like controlling the guns so stricter, why don't you monetize the artillery? Meaning that when you go places to buy the artillery, then they get a personal profile on you, and pretty much they can check your background to see if you are psychologically capable, or why are you buying or purchasing these bullets.
I don't really think
you can't throw guns at people.
But I don't really think they should have all these semi-automatic rifles and stuff.
Well, state of Arizona and parts of Nevada,
AR-15s and shit like that.
These people, you can go out in the desert and you can shoot these rifles. You can own these rifles here. Okay, they got everywhere you go. Everybody has guns, especially like in places in Arizona or Laughlin, for instance. Perfect example. You go there, community. You never hear nothing about a lone assassin gunman walk into a bar and kill 15 people, because 15 people got guns too. So what I'm saying is, when you go places to where people want to say gun laws is where people for some reason don't exercise their right of owning guns themselves.
So are you saying, like, say for instance, Florida, they have a right to carry situation there where, everybody can carry, then the average person will be less likely to pull a gun on somebody because everybody in the 7-Eleven.
Just think if the Gilroy Festival really wasn't in Gilroy, California, but say maybe it was in Phoenix or whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Then he probably
a lot of people at that festival would likewise have guns, so he couldn't have got that far with doing none of that. And most people don't think of a challenge. Anytime people want to prey on people, they want to catch people unaware, prepared, or unexpected of their devious plot. So they want the advantage, but when they go anywhere, if it poses any type of challenge, they back off of that.
Now I'm gonna say like this, because I just was enlightened by what he's saying. I mean, why would you go into some place and figure I'm gonna get away with shooting somebody if you know everybody in there got a pistol?
Yeah.
Now that's
a bank, for instance, right? People rob banks with guns, but say you go,
I'm gonna be less likely to think I can get away with shooting some people if I know, hey, everybody in this motherfucker got guns. So
you don't even want to rob no bank where everybody in there, in there got guns. The ready tellers, the security guard,
everybody in
and people going in there cashing a check, making deposit, and handle their business, have guns. You're not going to even want to rob no bank.
And these six sons of bitches that prey on these people, like to go into these schools. I mean, kids ain't got no goddamn guns. So you going in there, you're armed with these rifles, these AR-15s, these assault rifles and everything. I mean, that's nothing but a coward.
But if the adult teachers and janitors had access to guns, then I doubt
especially the goddamn janitor.
The piece of shit go look through that gate and he go walk away.
The reality of the whole situation is there's mental instability problems.
That's what it is.
I don't care if we didn't have guns we got guns.
Yeah.
The mental issues always come across getting the weapon. Mm-hmm. So when you put these gun laws, it's not hurting the people that's mentally disabled that's going to try to hurt people anyway. Mm-hmm. It's hurting people that are trying to get jobs that are not that don't have the mental instability.
So what would you say would be a viable solution to stop these just rampant acts of cowardice amongst innocent people and unarmed people?
Better detection when people are younger and as they get older.
This dude's 19 years old.
Who has the mental issue?
But see, the mental issue comes with a psychological, a closed-minded thought process. See, to me, white supremacy in itself, that's an ideology. And no matter what, thinking that way is not illegal, but the ideology stems in a mental sick condition to where when you feel that you are superior in one sense, but in the other sense you feel like your superiority in reality is being challenged or your walls is closing in. So you feel like a little isolated kid.
How does the white supremacy apply to this situation? Because I do believe at the Garlic Festival,
the young white boy is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
With that mentality, and it starts young when you can't get no girls or you're not an athlete, so you really ain't shit. They start pulling you to the side, grooming you with this sick ideology that, well, you know, you can be better and stronger than them. See, it's not about how fast you are or how charismatic you are with women. Mm-hmm. It's about having power, and you have power by torturing people.
Do you think these video games have anything to play?
Yeah, they play a part, but see, that's a small thing in that sense. The video game to these people who are being indoctrinated at a young age with this sick ideology, they use the video game as a what they call that, like
desensitization.
Desensitized, but a simulator.
Oh, okay.
Meaning that we go
like
see
practice, like they practice.
Yeah, but then the actual thing will go to, like I said before, killing small animals, or people don't take notice to that, but it's like, okay, we go take these young group of people and people see them going out in the rural areas. We're just going on a hunting trip. So, okay, everybody wave it off. But
now, what do you think about that, Packard? Do you think that the video games kind of desensitizes and acts as a simulator practice format for these, what you call them, mentally ill people with armed rifles and such?
No, I think mentally ill people are going to do mentally ill shit regardless. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I don't think they worried about if everybody has guns, because they're prepared to die when they do the stupid shit anyway. Because
you played video games when you were young, right?
Yes.
And I know I did too.
But what you asked about the gun laws, what happens is when they instate these gun laws, it's only going to do the same thing they did when they took the parenting out of the home, where you can't spank your kids.
Right.
They're going to do the same thing with guns, and we've learned anything, that most of the people that in charge don't even have kids.
Mm-hmm. That make these laws.
Exactly, and they're trying to tell you how you're supposed to discipline your kid.
Now, I do remember I went to a class for a parenting class,
right?
And the young lady who was teaching our class, trying to give us the proper way and proper procedures to raise a child. Unfortunately, her actual son had committed suicide. So it was like, I don't really see how you're qualified to instruct us how to properly raise our children.
Exactly.
When your child unfortunately offed himself.
But these are the people
under your watch.
These are the people that are always in these positions. Like most people that work for the Department of Children's Service, they have bad childhoods within foster care. They been abused as a child, or don't have any type of parental skills. Some of them had a few abortions and all of that. So the respect of a child's life is to the bare minimum with these type of jobs. But my whole thing is oversighting these gun laws, man. You got to really think about it, like I said before, that people go find guns whether you make strict laws or not. So in that sense, I would think that people should become more consciously aware to prepare themselves for the worst case scenario. Now, on the other side, if you want to come up with any governmental laws or restrictions on firearms, just like I said before, you can't throw guns at people and shoot and kill them. You have to put bullets in there. So if you monitor the arm sales of bullets or where bullets go or stuff like that, then I think that you can cut down a lot of numbers of unrelated or senseless death, and you can also kind of like narrow down who may be attempting to plot some sick shit, because when every time somebody go to buy bullets, you have a face recognition thing, and that goes to a nationwide database to find out who these people are,
this what I
or
think
if they're mentally stable or not.
I think this would be more effective, and I'm not being facetious here at all, but when you are able to blow off some of that steam, because like say this guy said he did what he did because he was very, very angry. So there has to be a way to blow off steam so you won't carry all this anger around. That's why I want you fellas to go to this S&M thing with me on this weekend, because that's going to get so much anger and a lot of things you guys been holding in, and then that might save some lives.
Yeah, we're not going to go there with you, Marv. But to elaborate on what Fruit was saying, I don't want anybody being in charge of my gun or me getting my bullets.
Right.
Because, like we said, the mental people or the mentally ill people are still going to find ways to get it. And then you'll have a bunch of people that are not mentally ill in a room with somebody that is, and he's the only one with a gun. Well, and he's the one picking everybody off.
Nobody wants to be in a room with a crazo that has a gun.
Exactly.
Well, there you have it. Who's determined who's crazy or not? And I mean, you have perfectly sound people one day at work show up the next day that are just erratic lunatics. So who's to say who's sane or not?
Right.
But just like I said, man, you know,
because things do happen that quick.
Yeah, and like my grandfather said, and it makes sense. He said 1 ounce of prevention beats a whole pound of cure. See, we always want to talk about what should happen after the fact. Mm-hmm. What about preparing these grand events that we have at these nice venues that historically has been family-orientated places that family and friend can meet and enjoy each other's day? Why don't we have things in place to prevent these things from happening? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't read too much where I saw and did enough research to know what kind of security in there. But obviously,
it's like an open thing, man. It's like people in the community and up
so
there.
I'm saying this particular
because most of these people are like farmers.
Yeah, but I don't know exactly what kind of security detail or how many was on there. But basically, what we want to do and let everybody know out there and wrapping this up. Take care of yourselves. Watch your back. Watch your surroundings.
Yeah.
And try to. Don't go to bed angry. Don't walk through your day angry. If you got to blow off some steam, go get you some whips, some little latex or something like that. But don't go and get a pistol and let off on people and get willy-nilly and start shooting on people. Find better ways to blow off some steam. And that's all we're saying on this episode of the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge.
Rub one off.
Yeah, take a kickboxing class.
Play with the pro tongue a little
bit. Go
bit.
kick a soccer ball around the whole field by
Now you want to get freaky, Packy.
No, there's a lot of ways.
Blow off some steam.
Meditate.
Let one go.
We'll see y'all next week on the Mad Marv Comedy
2 shots of tequila and a bad biatch.
This is the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. The Mad Marv Trap Comedy at its finest. Where if you can't slang yourself, you might as well hang yourself. This is also where you can turn yourself into dope and you become the real man. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah.